There is an absolute mad lad currently in Kabul, and hats off to the bloke. We've had some guys try to get in contact with him as well, and he's still there. Apparently, he's running now to presumably the airport to get the hell out. But so this is the first thing. If we get it up, the premiere of The Man Who Would Be King, starring Lord Miles Rotech. This guy is an absolute mad lad. A lovable English rogue ventures out beyond the Himalayas, taking advantage of the political turmoil of the locals to seal his fate as ruler of the mountains in the eastern lands. So who is this autist? Well, if we get up the first image, you can see him posting on Facebook his flight plan. He decided to go on holiday to Afghanistan in the middle of all this, as you do.
As you do.
Afghanistan's turning into civil war. Well, time to go on holiday, isn't it? Cheap flights. So he got this roundabout path to end up there, and then he booked his flights back, and you can see he says there, "Wish me luck. I will bring back some small souvenir for whoever wants one."
I want to know how his conversation with his mum goes. Hey, mum, just going to Afghanistan for the weekend.
See you later.
With the lads.
Apparently
Actually, no, he's gone on his own. So
he has a girlfriend as well, so it's like, well, it seems very risky for when you've got an established life, but oh boy. So he was posting his adventures on 4chan, which, because not everyone has Facebook, so he wanted to share it with the world, as he put. So if we get this first image up, so this is the British guy called Lord Miles. So he says on 4chan, decided to pop down to Afghanistan for a few days. Never been before. Just goofing off and soaking in the sun. Seems more peaceful than London to me. Ask me anything.
To be fair, he might be right.
Maybe
last few days.
Maybe up until the last couple of days for Kabul, but...
Okay.
If the Taliban kidnap me, the plan is simple. I'm legally, technically a lord. Brought fake certificate, wore a suit in a bank, and talked the talk. And you can see his card there. Lord Miles. So it says Lord on all my bank cards. The Taliban may see that as reason enough to keep me alive, thinking they'll think that I'm important. Let's hope it won't get to that stage, though. Tickets are non-refundable, therefore I either stay permanently in a grave or leave as the 19th as planned.
Should have named the segment Absolute Mad Lord.
Absolute Mad Lord.
Absolute Mad Lord.
I love what he just says, just the Afghan grind set there as well. Just, okay. So this is the next one here with his card, and you can see the quote underneath there in which he says about him not wanting it to get to that stage. But if we go to the next link, so you can get the next stuff up. To the next link, sorry. So you can see he posted more pictures because he just carried on posting in 4chan in the middle of a civil war. Okay. So he says, just wanted to reiterate my confidence. The intelligence agencies show that the capital may be taken over within 30 days. However, not in a few days, I'm almost sure.
So I'll go. I've got some time. Let's roll.
He even said in here, if I get proven wrong and die, edit in a laugh soundtrack over my post. It'll be funny, I think. Please don't die. I really don't want this to have a really bad ending.
Yeah, we don't want a second episode on him.
No, I want Lawrence the Mad Lad to make it out.
Yeah, Mad Lord.
Mad Lord. Someone asked why I picked Afghanistan. Well, I just Googled the most dangerous countries to visit and used it as a shopping list. I went to Chernobyl 2 years ago as my first ever holiday abroad and bribed an armed guard to allow me to take a gas mask I found out of the abandoned hospital and sold it on eBay for more than the cost of the trip.
Based?
Yeah, pretty cool. I mean, kind of taking out artifacts and risking getting radiation poisoning, I guess, but So he's kind of a mad lad anyway, and this is true as well. If we can go to his Facebook, you can see on his Facebook, and we can scroll through these pictures to the right, you can see this is an image of a newspaper in Chernobyl, and then the next one, you see just little dolls and stuff, the creepy place that is Chernobyl with all of its playgrounds and whatnot. You keep going, there's some more pictures of just, the Ferris wheel, the next one being go to the next one. So you can see the stadiums and whatnot. So it's real. He definitely is telling the truth, and his pictures from Afghanistan are real as well. But Rimi's been posting more updates about all of this, so if we go to the next tweet, there's a new update from him posting. Country and anarchy. Saw a few dead in a car crash. Military is fleeing, and only a few brave stay. Embassy is closed, so I walk to the airport and I'm safe. We'll find the British representatives and get a flight out. Plane emoji. Which I kind of love.
Yeah, just casual. I
mean, number one, like when you're in the middle of a city turning into a war zone, it's weird to be posting online about it, updates.
With emojis. Just casually saw some dead people.
But then the emojis,
smiley face.
Like, shocked face or something.
Lamau.
Gonna get a plane emoji. God, this guy knows how to troll. So then we go to the next link here, so you can have him going another update, and you can see an image of him there with a headscarf on. And he says, Got into my hotel, heading to the embassy, covered myself in a burqa so they couldn't tell I was a white guy. I took off the burqa halfway, and I'm wearing a headscarf, trying to find the British ambassadors. I'm safe at the airport, however. Short response for now, only essential talk, will update with time. Jesus has saved me, I hope. I will either die a man or leave with giant balls. Hee hee.
Jesus is king.
Literally like Jesus is king. I saw his live stream as well, and he's very Christian about the whole thing. Where he's like, well, I've got the Lord, so what are they going to do about it?
Christian boy summer.
Yeah, literally Christian boy summer is going to Afghanistan in the middle of the war.
Yeah.
You got to respect it. I mean, either way.
That's some ballsy stuff there.
Yeah. So we go to the next update he posted. We can't find someone at the airport that knows what's going on or how to get out. There are no representatives here, I think. One said there are no more flights too. Eek. Well, I have to wage guerrilla warfare across the Taliban until I reach another country. So the flight stopped, and he's still there, and he's just stuck.
I guess I have to fight. Oh, well.
Gonna fight his way to Pakistan, I guess. So we go to the next update he has. He says that he saw the Taliban enter the airport. They saw me, but I kind of don't care. I'm going back to the safe house now. Plan is to wait and see if any flights resume. And you see in the state of the airport that we showed earlier, that's this morning. So
there's no way he's getting out.
Oh boy. So we go to the next update from him. He says he's in a temporary accommodation, still better than my uni accommodation. Haha. He's just so like upbeat.
So jolly.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? Yeah. Make the most of it. I will live stream soon, but I just need to get into Western clothes and drink some water. It's good. It's all good in the hood.
Like a jolly adventure of Lord Miles.
Literally, it's the extravagant British adventurer of olden times, where he's just like, oh, let's go to Afghanistan. You know, it's a war. Yeah. Be funny. So he did a live stream, and you can see the live stream on this next link. It's an hour and a half long. But I watched a good section of it, and he's really likable, I must say. Like he's really like just seems like a cool guy to hang out with. He's just really chill about the whole thing and just wants to go and explore.
We need to get him on the podcast.
Yeah, why not? Sounds like a cool guy to hang out with. He also says
bring some souvenirs.
He says that he has no regrets about the whole thing as he waits in this safe house where there are no flights out of the country. So, okay. Although he does give a story about how he mentioned earlier about how the Taliban saw him, and he says that he got like a hose and sprayed it into his mouth for water, and apparently the Taliban were just weirded out by this and walked off. Like, even though there's a white guy who they could take as a hostage, they're like, yeah, but he's weird.
Yeah. No thanks.
Yeah. So if we go to the next link here, this is another update from him, and you can see him dressed up there in some kind of British vest and a rifle.
Oh, that reminds me of there's like this prank video where people start fights with big, massive bodybuilders, and then as soon as he starts taking the clothes off, and the other guy runs off. It's kind of like that, scared him away. He's like, "Come at me, bro!" And then suddenly he starts stripping. The other guy's like, "No, well."
Him with the gun being like, "Come on, Afghan Taliban." Yeah. Anyway.
No, I mean the hose thing to scare him away.
Oh, the hose
stuff.
thing.
Yeah, with weird stuff.
He says, I've met some of the forces, great lads. Flights for RAF are cancelled tomorrow, but I'm working on it. Evac is likely. America took back the airport, but apparently it's been breached. I've been hearing gunshots for a gunfire for a while. Packed just in case. So pack the rifle just in case. There's also memes of him going about, which I think are really funny. So we get the next one up. You can see just if you scroll down on this, just
look down at the bottom. Yeah.
Current objective, survive. Because what else are you going to do? I mean, this absolute lunatic is just sitting around with a rifle being like, oh, I better live. This is going to go back.
How old is he? Do you know?
He's still in university.
It's like 20-ish.
Yeah, he's doing physics, so represent. I'm pretty good there. So the next update is a bit more British. No more flights in Kabul. I'm stuck in Afghanistan. Bit of a pickle. Bit of a pickle.
Bit of a pickle, yeah.
I'm going to be killed. Well, bit of a pickle. What are you going to do about it? It's so British. I love it. Although it doesn't have all smiles to it, he does come down to reality for one moment. So we go to the next post here, in which he's pretty somber about the whole thing, in which he's realizing, I goofed. So, also, things aren't good for me right now. As I spoke with the journalists about my experience, I actually remembered them. I didn't remember them before. I've emailed the mental health people in Ibro University, so hopefully they can help me. I'm struggling to stand and keep water down. I don't think I'll sleep tonight. I've seen too many dead people. I just wanted this whole thing to be a little charity thing where I can explore a weird country, but I've mentally broken down. I'm not sure what's going on right now. My face doesn't look right in the mirror.
How long was he stuck there before he broken down? Because it was still very jolly when he was stuck.
Yeah.
And then he sort of suddenly turned. How many days did it take for him to...
Not days. Minutes.
Minutes.
And-
And he's like, heavy, jolly. Oh, depressed.
And then minutes he went back. So
Fair enough. Okay.
we get the next post, in which he's just like, well, I slapped myself out of that, did some breathing, back to normal. It's like you just realised that you've been looking at people being shot and dying in car crashes and getting like, oh, actually, this is pretty bad.
Well, everybody dies. Ah, never mind.
And he's just like, well, actually,
Yeah.
I love it. It's real British stiff upper lip. So, man, if you get out of this, you really are the hero of the moment and absolute Chad. So he said he slapped himself out of it, did some breathing, back to normal. I'm making things work. I won't reply to most messages right now as I'm calling people who may be able to get me out. I still have no regrets, but damn, I wish I packed more socks.
You'll always have to pack more socks.
Yeah.
Rule number 1.
Of all the regrets, he has no regrets about going to Afghanistan. He has no regrets of booking a flight so late that he's now trapped there. But no, damn it, you wish he had more socks.
That's the lesson of the day.
Yeah. So we get the next image up. You can see him talking about his. He's been given body armor, emergency evacuation right now to a better place as most compounds are being abandoned. I'm with the best of the best. So hopefully he is all right. In the live stream, he mentioned the compound he's in is in like multiple layers of walls and armed guards everywhere with hundreds of other people who are Westerners presumably. So he should be safe until they can get an evac out. The Taliban have also seemingly, I'm not gonna say absolutely, but seemingly seem to have made a deal that they're not going to kill Westerners. They just want the Westerners to sod off.
I think it's actually a good plan on their side because they know if they start killing civilians, then the Americans and the British will have no choice but go back in, and then although it will be a massive cost to us, but we will win eventually. So they don't want that. They just want control. So they're like, get the hell out of here. This is my country now.
Yeah, we might not even go back in, but just bomb them, and that's not worth it either.
Yeah. Like I said, my original plan was much better. Plus, that with drone strikes, like literally from orbit. When they all get in, bang.
I must admit, it is quite funny seeing the Taliban take like a North FC approach to immigration, where they're just like, yeah, get out, foreigners. So
Yeah.
we're not going to kill you, just don't like you.
Just don't like them.
Get out.
Simple as.
Yeah. I just wanted to mention the last thing here being the poster for the upcoming movie, Miles of Kabul. You can see him there. But yeah, absolute friggin' mad lad. And last I heard, he's still alive. He's still running to try and get the hell out of there. And I really hope he does.
Salute.
Yeah, absolute salute. Goddamn lunatic. But also an absolute meme of a man that shows off Britain as its best in a weird, weird way. Bit of a pickle.
I know.
Can't get out. Probably going to die.
Oh, well.
If you enjoyed this segment from the podcast of the Lotus Eaters, you can watch the full broadcast live every weekday at 1 p.m. UK time on lotuseaters.com.